Good night, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall is 10:30 on Wednesday night. Back with two for tomorrow. And in fine fettle, I slept well. A big decision last night. Would I sleep on the left side, which is the side that's sore, or would I go on the right side? So I went on the right side all night. Woke a few times. But the tablets must have kicked in. I took 3 yesterday. Every 8 hours, and I have 2 took today. I'll take another one before I go to bed. And I ate reasonably well today with no pain. So if it continues, we're in great shape again. Licking the lips, you'd think that's a simple job. It's not in my case. So I was able to lick my lips. When I'm able to lick my lips in the morning without pain, that's the great sign. There you go. That's the way you do it. I'm at it all day because I didn't do it for a few days. I was at a funeral there this evening. A man that 92. He would have taught me in first year. He taught me Latin. Yeah, he'd done Latin in first year. So I came to the end of the year and we had a choice between Latin and metalwork. So I just said to him, I said, you're a great teacher and you're a nice man and everything, but I said, the chances of me using an angle grinder and a consaw in Roscommon down through the years, I think is more, there's a better chance of it happening than me using Latin. So he had a good laugh about it. So we took up Latin, the lathe and drills and different things, so it was far better for me anyway. But nice man. But I knew the family down through the years as well, the sons and daughters and the wife. Even I met the wife there not too long ago, actually. They were 65 years married last Saturday. And he was in good shape. He went downhill in a few days. It was 45 minutes or 50 of a queue. But I had a good man beside me. Actually, we were talking and his son is coming from England tomorrow. He has a horse running in Clonmel in the 110. So he said he's coming over, so he must mean business. But I don't know. There's a strong favourite in that race. So if I do meet him and if I do hear anything, I'll just write it up in the comments section. And anyway, and he might be just coming over for to visit. Well, probably not. I wasn't right for 2 hours today. After that, I couldn't get over it. Late night rumble. Position lovely through the race, and I was saying, geez, we're in great shape here. The ones up front was getting tired, and he came with a similar run to when he won in Weatherby before, and he didn't need to ask the horse for a big one. The horse was doing absolutely brilliant. He was picking it, just doing lovely, tipping them over, and just lovely rhythm, grand. And he asked him for a big one. He was about 1.5 foot higher than the fence, and he landed in a heap, sprawled. There was absolutely no need for that at all. If I was the owner of that horse, and I'd clipped that fella on the ear, definitely. But always up in the heap. I had an ICU pound on him, 15 to 4, 7 to 2. 11 to 4, and I had 2 up in the Trixie as well. It would have been the third leg. Cost me a good few pound. But they say that's racing, but it's very hard to get over something like that. So I didn't go. I should have walked the dog, but I wasn't right for 3 hours after, I'd say. And the other 2 were Masai Mara. It ran 5th. Ground probably. It'll win a race at some point, but it'll win it on maybe a galloping track and better ground. And then Aramis Grey tonight, they didn't go fast enough at all. I like to see them a good bit of money for a first timer from that yard. But they didn't go fast enough. Like the one that was second was the same. You needed to speed tame it. But I said I'd do a video tonight because the chances there I might do one tomorrow night, and if I do fancy Anthem for Friday, I'll stick it up on this one. Because I'll go to Clonmel tomorrow and I'll head on to Waterford. So I don't know what time I get out of Waterford at. I went through the several horses I fancied. Even if we look at the 405 there, JPM, that won the last time. But there's two horses that I fancied. Both of them, Mount Fertons, we were on it the last time. And it fell in a hurdle race. And there's another one in a hurdle race tomorrow, Snow Punt, that fell. That was in that race. No, it was in Moudan's race. Black Bamboo, that's a reserve. Could get in. You wouldn't know. But the top weight, Zurich has a chance. Henry de Bromhead, Juicer. But I left it alone because Zurich was sort of got hit a few times the last time. There's two qualifying hurdle races. Boss of the Bus. There's no point tipping him and backing him now when I didn't do it the last day. He's hot favourite there actually. That was one, I was looking at it on, but it finished weak a couple of times. A class. Fringe Hill, it's one of Cromwell's, the handbrake could be off. But A class finished well twice. £7 claimer there, but it was weak in the finish, I thought, a couple of times. There's another handicap hurdle, is there? Yeah, this is the one here. Apologise. Is that the one with Snow Punt? No, Royal Reprobate. That opened up. The handbrake was on the last time. It finished 8th. There's a lot of early money for that. I think it's 10s into whatever you see there, 7-2 now. But I thought in the last race, it's a beginner's chase. Now, rarely do I go to a beginner's chase. Henry de Bromhead has a mare in this race. It's bottom weight. I mean, it's getting the few pound. But Union Station, 33244, like a phone number. But if you look at it, it was third first time out in the maiden hurl to Tully Hill, only beaten 10 lengths. It was behind Glenkillen, behind Rainbow Trail, I Care the Baugh. Got a rating of 116, went up £4 for that, but just pegged into a deep race the last day at 2.5 mile. But the fact that they're went chasing with us straight away for Chris Jones, I thought it might have a chance tomorrow. It's the second favourite. It was rated 120, like 120 rated horse. You'd imagine should be well winning a down the country beginner's chase. In Sandown tomorrow, the Military Gold Cup is on. That was postponed the last time. There's a horse there that I wrote down will back next time. Classic Anthem. Ran a good race the last time. It was ran in Sandown before. It won a novice handicap hurl at 114. It was second to Brookie in a handicap chase. So, but the last time, the 17 fences in that 2.5 mile race in Warwick. Let's see the last bit of it. This is him back here, a leader in the park, who's a decent horse. We back to the time it ran against Peaky Boy. Peaky Boy beat it. It won since then, and then it was out again here in this race.
Follows Ramo and Classic Anthem jumping the final open ditch. 6 from home, which Johnny Jumper blundered and unseated the rider at.
He's a long way back.
The front two clear. Over 5 out, south of the border, rejoined by leader in the park. Classic Anthem jumped into third, but 8 lengths off the front pair. Then follows Jupiter de Board and Galatian, who finds himself outpaced as the front pair jump the penultimate fence on the back straight, heading to 3 out. Leader in the park is just in front on the outside of south of the border. They'll turn out of the back about a dozen lengths clear of clean. Leader in the park is beginning to fold in front, and Classic Anthem under Sean Bowen, closing hand over fist on the run to the line. Leader in the park needs the line, but just holds on. Leader in the park got home by less.
He went up £2 for that, but a horse fell in front of him when we just joined the race. Them whores in Malta put a copyright against me last night, but I just trimmed the segment out rather than the hassle of disputing it again with them. I will the next time, but I had no time last night because it takes time. It takes emails to YouTube here and there and what and ever, but I get to the bottom of them yet. I'll prevent them. They'll probably do it again tonight. Anyway, I'll put a link up for that tomorrow night, and looking forward to it. Nervously, in a way. I was doing a bit of prep work earlier on, and I've done last night. I don't want to be metabolics of altogether. So bash the bookies over and out.